Hello everyone and welcome to our Instagram live event. My name is Paul Arsov and I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project. The topic of our educational event today is temporal competitive analysis. The topic touches on the areas of marketing, business strategy, and it is very interesting. But before starting to talk about the topic of today, let me tell you a little bit about our project. I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project and we're building a decentralized communication and advertising platform. When we're talking about decentralization, most of the times people think of blockchain technologies and cryptocurrencies. I am a technology developer and I can tell you right away that this is very, very wrong. Blockchain technology has lots of flaws and fundamental issues. It cannot drive decentralization and it is not next generation of internet. What the blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies proved good at is creating virtual value. But very often this virtual value is imaginary, non-tangible, and not covered with physical and real value. So what we have in our project is decentralization achieved beyond blockchain technology, and like the essence of this decentralization is direct communication from user to user without going through a server. In our project we still have a blockchain instance. It is our own blockchain instance and it runs Ethereum virtual machine compatible software. And this blockchain instance plays just a support role for our project instead of playing a central role for most of the other crypto and blockchain projects. What we are having also is we decided to do a little pivot in our project, and we did release recently a marketplace and a collection of NFTs. What is interesting, what is unique, and what is special with our NFT marketplace and collections is that it is based on three-dimensional objects. So we call it 3D NFTs. And as you know, with 3D objects, like if somebody is dealing with 2D objects, which are the most of the ordinary NFTs, like there are lots of viewers and image image viewers which are like standard software, or like most often it could be the web browser itself which can view the 3D object. The two-dimensional images which are the standard NFTs. But with our project we are having 3D object, and so like at the point of development for our 3D NFT marketplace and collection, we had to decide how do we display the 3D objects and how do we present it. And usually people who are creators of 3D objects and images. They are going to like standard software, and most often this is like a game engine. Currently the choices are limited to two very popular game engines. One of them is Unity, and the other one is called Unreal. So people can start using these game engines. These game engines have free tier, but if the creation of the creator or more creations of the creator become popular, then the creators find that their strings attached to using of like a standard game engine. So that's why in our project we decided to have our own 3D software engine, which this 3D software engine is opening a window on a flat two-dimensional computer screen, and it loads the 3D object that we did create, and it starts animating this 3D object by moving it around the window. It did open in a random fashion. So in addition to creating a window and loading the 3D object and animating this 3D object in a random fashion, our 3D NFT software engine has lots of capabilities. The first capability of our 3D software engine is the capability of speaking. The 3D NFTs can speak in one of three basic voices. The 3D NFTs can speak in a male voice or in a female voice or in a whisper kind of voice. In addition to the three basic capabilities, we have flavors of voices, and a voice can be spoken in normal speed, or it can be spoken in a fast speed, or it can be spoken in a slow speed manner. And if we take, for example, a male voice and it is spoken in a slow speed, then this voice can come as the voice of a very masculine person, or the voice of an old person. And if on the other hand if we have a female voice and it is spoken with a fast speed, then this voice can come as the voice of a little girl, or the voice of a funny person. So that's it regarding to the speaking capability. But the next capability of our 3D NFTs is the capability of voice recognition. Our 3D NFTs can recognize voice commands, and for example, if we are having a window, and in this window there is a 3D NFT object, and this 3D NFT object keeps moving in a random fashion around this window, we can issue our first command to the 3D NFT to stop moving, and then the 3D NFT is going to stop moving and stand still. Then we can issue additional voice commands to the 3D NFT to move left, move right, move up, move down, zoom in, zoom out, rotate. And then the 3D NFT is going to fulfill the voice commands that we did issue and move left, move right, move up, move down, come closer, zoom in, go farther away, zoom out, or start rotating. So that's it regarding to the voice recognition capability, but the next capability is unique, interesting and important capability of the 3D NFT having basic artificial intelligence. Wow, really wow. You, the user, can ask the 3D NFT what is your name, and then the 3D NFT is going to tell you their name. You can ask the 3D NFT to, for example, like, who are you? And then the 3D NFT is going to tell you in few sentences who they are. You can ask the 3D NFT to describe something, for example, describe Web3 or describe decentralization or describe Russia. And then the 3D NFT is going to describe in few sentences about Web3 or about decentralization or about the country called Russia. So that's it regarding to the basic artificial intelligence capability, but the last capability is also unique and interesting capability. Currently, we are having 3D NFT objects which are displayed on a flat two-dimensional computer screen, and we are using our imagination to imagine this image projected in a two-dimensional computer screen in 3 dimensions. But the image is placed on a flat 2D computer screen. But we are planning to have a second version of the 3D NFT, and this second version of the 3D NFT is going to be displayed in a way of stereoscopics. Stereoscopics means that part of the 3D NFT object is going to be displayed in red or reddish color, and another part of the object is going to be displayed in blue or bluish color. Then you, the user, can go to our site of the 3D NFT marketplace and order special glasses from us. When you receive these glasses, you're going to see that one lens of these glasses is red and the other lens of these glasses is blue. Then you can put these glasses on, and you can request displaying of the 3D NFT in stereoscopics, and then together with the glasses, you're going to see the 3D NFT coming out of the flat computer screen, and you can see this in real 3 dimensions. So that's unique and interesting capability, not available and not present in most of the 3D image offers. So far I did talk about our 3D NFTs software engine and our collection of 3D NFTs. But let me tell you a little bit about our marketplace. And our marketplace, like if we're looking at ordinary NFT marketplaces, they're predominantly based on two-dimensional images, most often JPEG or PNG images. But our 3D NFT marketplace is oriented specifically towards displaying and showing three-dimensional objects. So currently we have our first collection, and there are 265 objects in our first collection of 3D NFTs. But we are planning to add additional collections of 3D NFTs, and we are going to continue offering collections and three-dimensional objects on our marketplace. But as I mentioned, we have our own blockchain instance, and we are going to be deploying the smart contracts for our 3D NFTs on our own blockchain instance. By having our blockchain instance, we no longer require the users to pay gas fees for deployment of these smart contracts and gas fees for transfers of ownership from one user to another user. Essentially, we detached the 3D NFT from popular blockchain instances, and if we're looking at ordinary NFT marketplaces, the creators who are coming with their collection and start listing this collection have to choose one blockchain, and then all of the buying and then selling of their NFTs is going to be done in this single crypto coin. But compare with our NFT marketplace. On our NFT marketplace, we have a choice of multiple crypto coins which users can use for buying and then selling, receiving proceedings of sales of 3D NFTs. So at the point of development, we were looking to define criteria for selecting of a crypto coin for using of payment for our 3D NFTs. And the coin which we were selecting had to be from a popular blockchain. It had to be a very small block creation time, so that the transactions were posted very quickly on the blockchain instances. And we had to have low gas fee for transactions on this blockchain that we were about to choose, and it had to have very low withdrawal fee because lots of users, they were on standard centralized crypto exchanges, and with centralized crypto exchanges there is a withdrawal fee with specific crypto coins. Currently we did select a list of 4 different crypto coins, and the buying and then receiving proceedings of the sale could be done in one of these 4 crypto coins. Currently the list includes Solana Sol, Polygon Matic, Avalanche and Qcoin KCS. In addition to these 4 different crypto coins, we have the choice of our users being able to pay directly with fiat currency. When the users come to our 3D NFT marketplace, and let me tell you actually the URL and the name of the website of our 3D NFT marketplace, and the name is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. Decentralized and web, they're all together, and 3D NFT is going to, you have to type it 3 as a number, and then you can type D NFT, 3 as a number, D NFT. And once again, it is the name of the URL of our 3D NFT marketplace is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. So at the point of coming to our 3D NFT marketplace, the user can come and what you're going to see first on the top of the main web page, there is text which is animated, which is constantly moving, and if you refresh the page, you're going to see a different text, and there are several different choices which are going to come, and they're going to be animated and moving around the screen. Then you're going to see number of links below the text, and these links are going to include like a link to register on our 3D NFT marketplace, a link to about the 3D NFT marketplace, what is the 3D NFT marketplace about. You're going to see a link of frequently asked questions, and you're going to see a link my assets, and with this link you're going to see a list of all of the 3D objects that you did purchase. So that's it about the links, and then below the links you're going to see 2 very big composite images. One of them is of a composite image of our first collection, and the second image is going to tell you that we plan to add additional collections. And below these 2 big composite images, you're going to see list of icons of the social networks that we are posting on, and you can click and become a member of one or more of these social networks so that you can get notified about events just like the event today, and you're going to be notified about Ask Me Anything sessions and important things and releases with our project. And as I mentioned, users who are coming to our 3D NFT marketplace are going to be going through the process of registration, and so that's a required part and part presented on most of the marketplaces because governments, they put requirements to marketplaces to have KYC, which stands for Know Your Customer requirement, and governments also have the requirements of anti-money laundering provisions, which the marketplaces have to comply with. And the first step in the process of registration, you, the user, are going to see a screen, and on this screen you're going to see boxes where you fill information, and you have to fill, put your first name, last name, day, month, and year, or your birthday. Then you're going to see a street address, city, state or province, postal code or zip code, and the country where you're residing or you're a citizen of. Then when you click on the button next, you're going to be presented with a screen where you have to select a file, and then you have to upload an image of the front side of your national ID, or the front side of your driving license, or the front side of your passport. When you click on the button next, you're going to be presented with a screen to wait a little bit for the upload, and then you're going to see a screen with prompting you to select a second file, and this second file could be the back side of your national ID, or the back side of your driving license, or in the case you put the passport page, you can put the front side of your national ID or the front side of your driving license. When you click on the button to advance next, you're going to be presented with a screen asking you whether to continue with registration for payment with fiat currency, or going straight to registration with crypto currencies. And let's say you did register for having the option of payment with cryptocurrencies, and then you are going to be seeing a screen where you are going to put information for payment with debit or credit card, and then advancing next, you're going to see screen for putting information for your bank account. The previous screen it is going to be used for like purchases with fiat currency of 3D NFTs. And the current screen is going to be used for actually receiving proceedings from payments from the sale of previously owned 3D NFTs. Then when you click on the button to advance next, you're going to be presented with a screen for payment with crypto, and like there are two addresses you have to enter. One of them is the address for Solana Sol, and the other one is the address for Ethereum Virtual Machine compatible blockchain. And with this second address, you can cover like payments with Polygon Matic or Avalanche AVAX or KuCoin KCS. So that's it regarding to our marketplace and our project introduction, but let's come back to the topic of today. And the topic of today is temporal competitive analysis. The topic was inspired by an article which I did read, and the article is touching on subjects of marketing, subjects of business, and subjects of strategy. So, starting with the topic, time has become the single most important variable in business and strategy. We are having things like agile teams, speed to market, real-time marketing, we're having expedited and quick research and development strategies. We have chief transformation officers, we have real-time analytics, we have things like even predictive shipping, and we have to understand with all of these things that I did mention is how they're changing. So time is at the core of brand, and as we touched in previous presentations, there is no brand strategy without prediction. And we have to have brand and marketing, and where we have to know how time will change the playing field, and how time is the changing things in our marketing niche. Yet most of the one of the most building blocks in competitive in brand strategy, so-called competitive analysis, is leaving time out of the equation when doing this competitive analysis. There are multiple models for competitive analysis, and the most popular model is analyzing strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So this is four components competitive analysis, and then there are also perception 2x2 and growth share matrices. So these are different manners and different ways of competitive analysis, and all of them reveal different insights, but none of them truly explains how competitive landscape is changing over time, and what impact is going to be having, what impact time will have on the market and the user. So all of this competitive analysis, they're essentially a static snapshot with occasional inclusion of dynamic like threads, which is looking on what is coming on what is standing on the horizon, and all of these ways of competitive analysis don't prepare us on how quickly things will change, and things are changing inevitably. So nothing about a business or a brand can be understood in the absence of time, and like there's a very famous French writer, Victor Hugo, which have the famous saying that nothing is more powerful than an idea whose time has come. So this is very fundamental and very profound saying, and our market is going to change because right now we and our competitors are working in ways to make this happen. Over time, these changes will evolve our users, and when our users reach that point of evolution, they will be ready for the new idea. And if we are smart, then our brand can be the new idea whose time has come. What we need is a new perspective for understanding of how competitive landscape and understanding of the competitive landscape, and a new model for unpacking that perspective into actionable insights. And so like there are 4 steps, each building on the previous step, and like we could be seeing with these 4 steps how the market will evolve over time, and how to win, how to be the winner when the time is happening, and the time brings changes. So the first step is follow the influence. Remember that our competitors are not the one building the same product as the one we are building. They're the ones envisioning, but they're the ones envisioning the same future as we're envisioning. The next and second step is pulling out the conditioning narratives, which means that we have to look at for the future forward stories that which our competitors are propagating. Those stories are how our competitors are conditioning our market to think and feel and behave and buy in the next few years. The next step is metaphorical saying of rolling the dice forward, which means if those conditioning narratives play out over the next few years, or what will be the second order insight that is going to emerge and arise. When people change the way change the way we know they will change, how does that alter the rules of the game? And the fourth and last step, in which is going to build on the previous steps, is to build for the new game. A brand's job is to bring the future forward, and we shouldn't be built for the today's game, but we should be building for the tomorrow's game. And let's start talking about steps in details one by one. The first step that I did mention is follow the influence, and we have to be rounding all of the market players that should be part of our perspective. Most brands have direct competitors that either are making the same product or they're making a similar product, or they're solving the same problem. These direct competitors are easy to spot and easy to compare to. But more important is to look for other players on the sidelines that may not be direct competitors, or they're maybe not direct competitors yet, but they're capable of having influence on the same future that we're trying to create and build with our brands. Players that are envisioning the same future as us regarding of their product or service, they're the one who stand to sway our market the most, and they're the ones that we will be the least prepared to face when the things are changing in the market. So we have to be looking for the brands that are influencing our category, and if we're having if we're being in technology, we have to look beyond technology and see how they're changing the expectations, behaviors, and feelings of the users now and into the future. So oftentimes the biggest influencers are on the sidelines, as we said, and the easiest way to open our mind is to look at the category and not to look at the niche. So for example, if we're a medical device company, we have to look at players who are into health and wellness, and not just into medical devices. And if we're in the makeup brand, for example, we have to look at brands which are into the beauty, into the grooming, into the plastic surgery, and even into feminism. And if we're, for example, like a company which is a fintech company, we have to be looking at like wealth banks, trading platforms, luxury goods, lifestyle services. And another way to expand our lens is to look through the notion of so-called attractor sites, where naturally desirable future outcomes are driving the actions and strategies of different brands. So in essence, we have to go wide. We need wide consideration in order to start seeing the patterns, and this leads to our step 2, which is pull out the conditioning narratives. Like we have to take a look at all the brands and innovators who are bubbling up in our category, and decipher the future forward stories that they're propagating. What is crucial to understand about these stories is that how our competitors are conditioning the market to think, to feel, to behave, and buy in the next few years. Stories don't just come from a brand's website and content, they come from the nature of the innovation a brand is pursuing. They come from the implied narratives in the product experience, in the user experience, in the packaging, in the organizational structure, and like in the collabs and partnerships, and they come also through public relations and media pieces that a brand is putting on. So like as we said previously, we have to read between the lines, and in this step, like looking, like reading between the lines is imperative. So then we have to consider all the conditioning narratives in our landscape just as deeply for each brand. And as we go through, like we will be seeing patterns emerge, and brands will usually cluster on 2 or 3 like overarching conditioning narratives in any given market. Not all brands have conditioning narratives, but the influencers in the markets, they will act as pillars in this space, and they will be having these overarching conditioning narratives. So we could pick, for example, 2 or 3 conditioning stories which taking together they paint a picture of the landscape that is being molded by brands and consumers. Um, this will become the unspoken qualifiers for the purchases and the experiences that our customers are willing to pay a premium for. But teaching, reaching these narratives isn't enough to build a brand. Um, Now we have to ask ourselves what are these conditioning conditions leading to, and this leads us to step number 3, which is metaphorically speaking, rolling the dice forward. Um, if we know these conditioning narratives of, for example, dignity, control, and ritual, and we know that they're going to play over the next few years, um, then let's think of what second order insights are going to arise. Uh, we are going to look at the metaphorically speaking, so what that usually follows these conditions. So when people change in the way that we know they will change, how does that alter the rules of the game? Um, So when doing this step for any brand in any category, it's important to keep in mind that second order of insights that are going to lead us to new truths about the user. This step 3 is where the evolved user comes in, and then the following step is where we can then create the idea whose time has come, as Victor Hugo has said. Um, the only way for the only way to roll the dice forward is to completely immerse ourselves in the narratives. We have to feel, we have to think, we have to see, we have to imagine what this new market and new user are like. We have to push ourselves to go further than what we're comfortable because things change faster than we realize. So we have to look at in our own category, and we have to begin to map what the new rules of the game will become. We have to predict what the new norms will be in our market, and what our lived experiences will feel like, how our behaviors will evolve, and who we will evolve into. And this leads us to step number 4, and the step number 4 is building for the new game. So we know how our competitors will work to condition the market. We know how that conditioning will change our users' beliefs and behaviors. We know how these things together will create a different landscape with new rules, norms, and consumer expectations. And now we have to build for this new game. So what the force of primed market and the timing of smart strategy with the force of prime market and the timing of smart strategy, we are able to deliver what an audience is needing right before they realize that they need it. So we could take a few concrete examples. For example, Patagonia. So like for decades, Patagonia saw that environmentalism, global culture, and travel will change their market. So if we pick Blockbuster, if we pick like for example Netflix, we could see that they oversaw like they were existing in the time of Blockbuster, pay-per-view and Napster, but they did oversee that digital streaming is coming to become the future, and they saw the conditioning of the market for binge watching TV and on-demand entertainment. And what matters most is not where our competitors are standing today, but where they will be tomorrow, especially as the rate of change in markets is accelerating. Temporal competitive analysis is especially important for companies in the categories where there is lots of innovation, and consumer conditioning is happening at the same time. This could be like consumer health and medicine. It could be personal technology. It could be food and agriculture. If you're in some of these categories, and you likely already feel that there's a major blind spot in your approach to competitive analysis strategy, and I hope that this presentation will help. Culture, environments, major events will change our user, but lots of brands they forget that oftentimes the most significant thing to change our consumer will be our competitors. So when we understand how competitors are conditioning our user to think, behave, and feel in the future, we don't have to wait for the future to come. We have to start building that future right now. And with this said, I am ending our presentation. Thank you for coming and participating. Once again, I'd like to invite you to come and join our social channels and our community, and check our 3D NFT marketplace. The URL and the name of our 3D NFT marketplace is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. 3D NFT is typed with 3S number followed by the letter D and NFT. It is 3D NFT decentralizedweb.org. And on the bottom of every page of our NFT marketplace, you're going to see the icons of the social networks that we're posting on. You can click on one or more. You can become a follower and member of the group. Thank you for coming to this presentation. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and goodbye.